Good afternoon, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Welcome to another day of triathlon training, except for tonight before the video goes out, so I'm a little bit ahead of myself. But the reason I've picked the camera up is because, pardon?
Afternoon, it's 10 past 10.
Liz, I know, but I'm getting
night.
Liz, I have to think about when the video goes out, not when I'm recording.
Don't people think I'm in my pyjamas in the afternoon?
Yeah, anyway, you're just waffling now. So the reason for picking the camera up is, a few days ago we talked about our training plan methods. I use Training Peaks and Liz uses the calendar when she's trained. Well, the whole thing has changed, hasn't it, Liz? The whole method. Talk us through. What changed?
I've updated it slightly.
Okay.
So now, in pencil,
Yeah.
I've got a rough plan of what I plan to do.
Oh yeah, there you
Just
go.
going to try to plan my week out a little bit.
Yeah.
This is next week.
Yeah.
And then if I achieve it or don't do it or whatever, I'll write over in pen.
Excellent. So if you don't do it, you rub it out.
Yeah, if I don't do it, I'll rub it out because it's only pencil.
Yeah.
And if I do it, I'll write over it in pen.
Excellent. Okay. Ignore the recycling in the background. Our recycling bin wasn't collected, so we've got a little bit of a problem with that. But anyway, yeah, you've gone from just recording it retrospectively to now actually planning ahead, all on the calendar. Anyway, let's crack on with training for the day. Well, let's go to bed first. You've ruined it now, Liz. Gotta go to bed overnight first now, and then I'll start the video tomorrow. See you then. Good afternoon, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Welcome to another day of triathlon training. You join me today, yes, in the garage once again. I'm on the treadmill this time though, so I'm trying to do as much indoor training as I can. In the UK, we can only leave the house for essential work, essential food, or exercise. However, just trying to limit that exercise, like being outdoors when it's icy and horrible like it is now, just more of a risk. I don't want to be falling over and being in hospital at this sort of time. It's not really a good plan. So, easy run on the treadmill today, hoping to do 40, 45 minutes, something like that. High zone 2, so that for me, I will look at the heart rate rather than the pace because I find it's quite different inside versus outside. And I'll just adjust it up and down as I see fit. Anyway, it's absolutely freezing, so I need to get running, so let's get cracking. I will not show you me taking my top off and running shortly, but these are the running garments of choice. Hot, right? Okay, run done and dusted. That felt brilliant. So the idea was that I'd run at the top end of zone 2, and I pretty much just kept putting speed up until my heart rate was in the low 130s, which is top end zone 2, bottom end zone 3 for me. So I've got the stats on screen now, just on 10k, a nudge over 45 minutes. I'm well chuffed with that. And the pace on here is very accurate compared to the treadmill as well, so dead chuff. That's like 4.5 minute Ks, about 7 minute 15, 7 minute 20 per mile. It felt good to be like, feel like I'm actually running, and you'll get this as well. Regardless of what your pace is, you'll have a pace where you run and it feels really slow, and a pace where you run and it feels okay, then a pace where you run and you really feel like you're running. That pace will be different for everybody. Like for me then, just over 7 minute mile, felt like I was really moving. For other people it might not feel like you're moving at all, but it's all relative, isn't it? So that's so motivational though, feeling okay. Anyway, need to go get a shower. I'm going to trip myself to a shower today and get some lunch. I'll see you later for a bike session. Okay, good evening. So, bike session time. However, before I get on the bike, I'm going to show you something very, very quickly. Don't worry, it's not my naked torso. Let me know if you know what this is, if you know what it means. It's something that got delivered today. It's part of something that got delivered today. That's it. That's all you're getting. Let me know that. So a while ago, I used to take the questions that you guys ask in the comments down below and answer them in video format. And then for one reason or another, I just forgot or couldn't be bothered or didn't get around to it. I haven't been doing that for a while. So I have been answering your questions down below, so thank you very much for those. But I think where it might benefit the wider audience, I should pick them out and try and answer them in video format. So, Ian from Goggles, Ties and Trainers, thank you very much for the question. If you haven't already checked out his channel, please do check him out. If I know what I'm doing half, kind of, there'll be something on screen now. His question is about what shoes do I train in on the bike? Well, Ian, you might regret asking this. Get ready for a long one. Now I'm all for spending good money on good kit where appropriate, but I'm also all for saving money where you can as well and picking out bargains. So I think my shoe selection is a bit of a broad spectrum. First one's what I train in indoors, well, pretty much all the time. Bont TR shoes. Now these are probably 3 or 4 years old now. I use toe covers on them when it's cold so it keeps my feet a bit warmer in the garage. They absolutely stink. That's really making my eyes sting. I bought these, believe it or not, off of eBay a few years ago. They were second hand, but they were brand new in the box. Because I've got quite big feet, I get quite good deals on shoes very often. I paid £17 for these. They're UK 12. Like, that's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, they're wearing through on the heel. I have used these on a couple of events, hence the scuffs underneath, but I've now retired them to the garage. I think spend a lot of time indoors training, you're just sweating them, it just ruins shoes. So I'd rather ruin a cheap pair of shoes than ruin an expensive pair of shoes, but they're comfy. Next up, some shoes that I haven't really worn this year. Specialized defrosters. Sorry that these are absolutely ditched. These are winter boots. They've got the little boa system thing in there. They're very nice actually, really warm, waterproof, perfect winter shoes. The only problem is because they are a EU 48 and UK 12.75, which is what size my feet are, they wear my cranks, so when I'm pedaling the outside or the inside of the shoe is rubbing on my crank arm, so it ruins my cranks. I could probably try and move the cleats around a bit to make it a bit less damaging, but I just haven't got around to it. So I haven't used them for that reason this year, and I haven't really ridden in like sub-zero temperatures. When I'm riding the new old winter bike, I will start using these because I'm not so bothered about the cranks, but yeah, winter shoes and yeah, it doesn't say on the tin. Next up, my go-tos, my dailies, my cycling race shoe. Rafa, what are these? Rafa Climbers. Might not like a climber, I've got the shoes. Before these, I did have the Rafa GT, the Rafa Grand Tour shoes, which were great. They were absolutely worn out, so I thought, well, I'll stick to what I know. Again, got a decent deal because they're quite big. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for all these shoes, but none of them were huge amounts of money. They're well worn underneath. You can see where I've been like walking over rocks and stuff, and you know, walking in gravel car parks for a cafe. I'm missing a toe cover on there, for example. But these are really, really comfy. I really like wearing them. They're synthetic leather rather than animal leather, so that aligns with my save the trees, save the animals, whatever. So yeah, really love those. They're my road shoes. I'd wear them in cycling races and all sorts, really. I've also used those for the last few triathlons I've done, but it's not very fast putting them on and off in transition. So, over the winter, I saw some new shoes. It's off the face. Some new shoes. These are, I just looked at the name, Northwave Tribute 2 or Triathlon 2, I don't know. Basically, these are like the near to the top of the range Northwave shoes, I think. I don't think they're quite top of the range. Shoes are measured in a stiffness index scale. These are stiffness index 12. But different brands have different stiffness indexes, so that doesn't really mean anything. However, these should have been £150. I got them for 60 quid, and they actually fit me really well. I've not really put many hours into, or any hours into them training. I took them to the bike fit I had and had the cleats set up and had, you know, tested them there. But other than that, haven't used them, but I will use them a fair bit on the turbo before I use them this year. We've got a little, you know, latch on the back to pull on. One big strap over the front, nice and ventilated. Looking forward to using those this year, full carbon sole. That is it. That's my shoe wardrobe for cycling. I hope you've enjoyed that. Let me know down below, how many pairs of shoes do you have? I tell Liz that 4 is absolutely okay, and she has got 2 or 3, so she can't really give me too much stick. Anyway, I've put off this bike session long enough now. It is just gone 6 o'clock. I better get on the bike before Liz gets me in a headlock because it's nearly tea time. This is the session that I wimped out of halfway through last week. It's 2 times 10 minutes sweet spot inside of 1 hour zone 2. So I'm not going to wimp out this week. I'm going to get it done. If I don't get it done, I'll just crop this clip out. How's about that? Right, I've infiltrated what was the Vitus Pro Cycling group ride. Just tagged onto Adam Kenway's wheel. Something I hope to do at the Outlaw Half Ironman in May, because Adam is riding in a relay team on the bike. So it'd be an absolute dream if he was to tow me around. Come on, Adam, help a brother out. Anyway, let's get cracking. We've got a 15-minute warm-up first. God, that's quite long. Done one, obviously. I have made a fatal error though. Didn't bring a send it headband out. I had to tap into the emergency stash. Anyway, I've got 1 more minute of, say, recovery. I'm doing like mid to high zone 2, 240 something watts, so it's not that easy. Another 10 minutes hard, then 10 minutes recovery. Let's go. Okay, I've been told to hurry up. This is already take 2, so I really can't mess this one up. Sorry, Liz. So the 10-minute efforts were, I forgot to do an outro if you haven't noticed, 304 watts for the first 10-minute sweet spot effort, and 310 watts for the second one. My heart rate was 138 for the first, and 141 for the second, so feeling pretty good. My heart rate was a bit lower because I ran at lunchtime. I find it doesn't pick up as much after that. But yeah, really, really happy with that. Especially happy with this banging plates around. Elizabeth, what is for tea tonight?
Fish, chips and mushy peas. Fish for Daniel and actual fish for me.
Oh, okay. What's my fish made of? Oh, yeah. I mean, it's hard to tell which one's which, isn't it? What is that?
What's them fish things that we normally have?
Lovely, cannot wait. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and we will see you tomorrow at 4 PM for, we've got a good day's training plan tomorrow, haven't we? See you there. Let's say bye.
Bye.